On the cold night of December 18th, 2019, in the quiet town of Fairfield, Ohio, 27-year-old Michael Harris began his shift like any other. Michael wasn't someone people noticed in a crowd. He was quiet, polite, always punctual. He'd been working at Tony's Pizza for 3 years without ever missing a day. That night, just days before Christmas, snow fell lightly over the roads, and most of the town was already asleep. At exactly 9:42 p.m., Michael received his last delivery order for the evening, a pepperoni pizza and a soda, going to a place called 111 Bramble Creek Lane. The address barely showed up on Google Maps. It was located far outside of town, near the woods, at the end of a narrow, unpaved road. When Michael's co-worker saw the order, he made a joke. "That's where horror movies start." Michael laughed, grabbed the pizza and texted his manager, "Last one for the night. Creepy address, LOL." That was the last time anyone heard from him. By 10:12 p.m., the store received a missed call from Michael's number. When they called back, it rang once, then went straight to voicemail. He never returned. At 6:17 a.m. the next morning, a snowplow driver found Michael's car partially buried in a ditch beside a frozen dirt road. The engine was off, the headlights were dim, the passenger door was slightly open, the pizza was still on the seat. Michael's phone was missing, his wallet untouched, and there were no footprints in the snow. No signs of a struggle, no evidence of where he could have gone. It was like he simply stepped out of his car and vanished into the trees. Before we continue, if you're still here, that means the darkness has your attention. Help us keep the shadows alive. Subscribe to the channel and leave a like, so we can keep bringing you the stories that no one else dares to tell. Police were called immediately. Investigators discovered that the delivery address, 111 Bramble Creek Lane, didn't exist. The road did lead into the forest, but there were no homes. No driveways, just overgrown paths and collapsed structures long abandoned. Locals later told reporters that no one had lived on Bramble Creek in over a decade. Strange things had always happened there. People had gone missing. Fires had broken out with no known cause. Residents used to warn their children, "Don't go into those woods after dark." The pizza order had been placed using a burner phone and a masked IP address. The number was fake. The email used didn't match any known user accounts. It was a digital ghost. For months, the case went cold. Then in March 2020, a woman walking her dog through a nearby trail reported hearing music, something faint, distant, like an old music box. She followed the sound off the path and deeper into the forest, where she discovered an old wooden cabin, almost entirely hidden by trees. Inside were broken chairs, animal bones, and dust several inches thick. But on a table, sitting undisturbed, was a phone. It was cracked and dead. When police examined it, they confirmed it was Michael's. Forensic experts managed to extract one unsent draft message. It read, "It's not a house. It's underground. I hear them. I'm sore." The message ended there. That chilling sentence sparked dozens of theories online. What did he mean by underground? Who were them? Around that time, body cam footage from officers who entered the same cabin leaked online. In the video, one officer can be heard whispering, "Do you hear that? It's like whispering coming from under the floor." Seconds later, the footage cuts out. The police never officially explained what happened. One of the officers later quit the force and refused to speak about that night again. Digging deeper into the town's history, investigators found that in the late 1800s there had been a settlement near Bramble Creek. Journal entries from the time mentioned people hearing voices at night, voices that called their names in familiar tones. Several villagers disappeared over a span of 5 years. The settlement was eventually abandoned. Some said the land was cursed. Others said something older lived beneath it. In 2022, almost 3 years after Michael's disappearance, another delivery driver vanished in a neighboring county under nearly identical circumstances. To this day, Michael Harris has never been found. No remains, no answers. His family still leaves the porch light on every night, hoping. So the next time you take a job that sends you into the middle of nowhere, the next time your GPS leads you down a road that doesn't seem right, the next time you hear music playing where there should be silence, don't go further. Don't ignore the signs.